Hey there everyone, welcome back. I don't know about you, but I am sick and tired of this winter cold weather and I am longing for some spring and some sunshine. So Dollar Tree has started to put out some of their Easter decor, so I thought I would put together some quick and easy Easter DIYs. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure to stick around by hitting that subscribe button and ringing the bell for notifications. All right, let's get into it. I love that Dollar Tree has these bunny head wreath forms. I'm going to use that for this DIY. It makes it really simple to make an Easter wreath. I'm going to use also 9 bunches of the lavender that Dollar Tree sells. I have the dark purple, the light purple, and then the white lavender with a little bit of purple in it. I'm going to take one of the bunches and I'm going to start off by using some wire cutters and cutting off the bottom of the stem, so that way the lavender is still together, but the stem is just a little bit shorter to work with. And then I have some floral wire from Dollar Tree. So I just started off with the first bunch, wrapped some floral wire around the wreath, and then I layered another bunch of lavender on top of that, wrapped some more floral wire, and so on until I worked my way all the way around the wreath. The trick is you just want to make sure that when you wrap the floral wire around the bunches of flowers, that you're kind of hiding it inside the leaves and the flowers. So you're still wrapping the bunch to make sure it stays on the wreath, but you're wrapping it in a way that you can't really see the wire anymore. And then once you get all of the lavender around the wreath, you can kind of play with it a little bit to fan out the flowers and move them just slightly so that way it covers all of that wire wreath form and you're not seeing any of the wires or the wreath form at all. And then when you're done, you can just tie off the wire on the back of the wreath, and you can see here this is where I'm kind of fluffing everything together. Now there's so many different things you can do with the ears, but I had some of this nautical rope already. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start off by taking the piece of it and hot gluing it to the back of the ear, and then flipping the wreath around and then winding the nautical rope all the way up and around the ears. And I just hot glued it in a few different places as I was winding it up, so that way I would make sure that it would hold. But make sure when you're doing this that you are just pulling tightly as you're wrapping, so that way everything stays nice and tight and snug and you're not seeing the wire. Once I got to the middle of the ear, I finished wrapping the one ear, and then I had almost enough rope to do both ears with just one package of rope, but unfortunately I didn't. So I had to get another package out and finish wrapping the other ear. I just placed the start of the rope where I had left off and hot glued that down, and then wrapped the other ear and then just trimmed where I had that hot glue. And that was it for this wreath. I think it turned out really pretty for springtime. I really love these bunnies that they have at Dollar Tree. They're super cute, but I do think they need just a little jazzed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove all of the tags off of them, and then I'm just going to lay them out next to each other, and I'm gonna hot glue the hands together. So the one that's in the middle, I'm going to hot glue both of his hands to the other two. Then to make sure that they stay together and they don't flail everywhere when you stand them up, I'm going to hot glue the sides of their bodies together just like I did with the hands. Now that they're glued together, I do think that they need to hold something, so I picked up some of these egg picks, one in each color, and I'm just going to take the skewers out of them. They're just hot glued in there, but the glue is really sticky, so you just have to make sure that you're careful when you pull them out so you don't unravel the yarn from the egg. And then I'm going to start off on one of the hands of the bunnies, and I'm just going to hot glue one of the eggs to the hands. And then I'm just going to continue to hot glue an egg all the way across the bunnies to the last bunny's other hand, and I'm going to hot glue that egg onto his hand. And I used 9 eggs in total for this DIY. Once I got the eggs all hot glued down, I took the hands in the middle and I just placed them in between a couple of the eggs, so each bunny was like holding 3 eggs, and I just hot glued those down so that way it just looked, I don't know, I guess a little bit cuter. And then I had some of this pink polka dot ribbon, so I just decided to make 3 bows and I hot glued them on their necks so they kind of stood out and they matched the ears and the face and the feet and all of the pink details on the bunnies, and just made them pop just a little bit more. Now these bunnies came without tails, but that's okay because Dollar Tree sells a bag of bunny tails for Easter, so I hot glued 3 in place, and that was it. I think these turned out really cute for Easter. Since I had some of these eggs left over, I decided to take the rest of them and make something. I also had some of these wooden bunnies, which are super cute, but I'm gonna use the ears and the tail off of them for this DIY. I'm gonna turn these little eggs into Easter bunnies instead. So I just popped off the ears, they're really easy, and then I just pulled off the tail gently. They both come off really easily. And then I'm just going to press the ears right down into the top of the egg. It's just styrofoam, so they go really easily inside, and I used a little bit of hot glue and held it there until the ears set. And then I just hot glued the little tail on to the egg on the front, or the back, I guess. And that was really it. I think these are super cute to display on shelves for Easter time. I found these cute gingham bunnies from Dollar Tree. I got a pack of 1 of each color, and then I got some white yarn from Dollar Tree as well. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of hot glue to the back of the bunnies' heads and then lay my yarn across the bunnies to make a garland. This was really simple to do. I didn't measure in between the spaces. I just kind of eyeballed it and made sure the bunnies were about the same width apart. And then I just hot glued them down to the yarn, and you can add some pom-poms, you can add some tassels. It's up to you. You can embellish this a little bit more, whatever you'd like to do, but I love how simple and cute it is for Easter time. For this DIY, I'm going to use some of the fabric from Dollar Tree. I just chose this pink color and I rolled it all out. I would definitely recommend ironing it to get all the wrinkles out, but I didn't do that to mine. So I just flipped it over and then turned it inside out so that way I can make a pillow out of this. So I'm just going to hot glue my edges down. If you are a sewer, you have a sewing machine, please feel free to sew this. I do not, and I don't sew, so hot glue works for me. And then I am just going to go ahead and flip the inside out because I left that one side open. And then I'm gonna use some old pillow stuffing to stuff this. This is the best way to get stuffing, is just grab an old pillow and break it open and use that to stuff the new pillows. And then to close the seam on the other side, I'm going to take the fabric and I'm going to fold that over and use a little bit of hot glue to secure that fold down so that way it creates a nice edge and it's not frayed, and it looks even like the other side does. And I just did that to the top edge as well, and then I hot glued both of those edges together to keep it closed. Now that the pink pillow is finished, I want to embellish it. So I'm going to use some of this lace ribbon from Dollar Tree. I just took the ribbon and measured the length of the pillow and then I hot glued that piece down. And then I'm going to come above that piece that I hot glued down, and I'm going to hot glue another piece right above it, but overlapping that first piece. And I'm going to continue doing that all the way up the pillow. And I used 3 spools of this ribbon to do half the pillow. So I'm assuming you probably need 6 or 7 spools to do the whole pillow, but I think half the pillow was a pretty effect, and you can still see the pink. And this is perfect for spring and Easter, so you can have it out for longer than just Easter. I love how it turned out. It is so cute. Thank you all so much for watching today. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and it is my 5-year anniversary here on YouTube this month, and I couldn't have done it without you guys, so thank you so much. If you've made it through this video, please make sure to leave me a bunny emoji down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.